One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 19 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Reed. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Texas A&M going quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Morrow. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
What a great play on defense there. Was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Quarterback will keep it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Looking to pass, it's Knight. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines. Get it.
He's going to let it go. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Looking down the middle. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Henderson. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete on the comeback.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run. It's Robinson. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Henderson. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Second and goal for the offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ball State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Texas A&M going quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry.
Going for the big play. Catch inside the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Buys a little time. Powers through the defender. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss the tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Knight. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Listen, you can't make every play. You can't cover everybody. But it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to run for it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Turbin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Motion from the back. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. using his feet. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Texas A&M going up-tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Snap it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field. It's Reed. Under fire. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. With the catch, it's Morrow. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Snagged in the middle. It's Morrow. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Texas A&M going quickly. To throw, it's Reed. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On first down from the 13-yard line. The offense changing the play. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Back has it. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Auburn.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the air, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it inside the 25. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half.
He sets at the 9-yard line. First and goal, Auburn.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to go up top. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
He splits the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. He wants to change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets rid of it. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Hines is tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Unleashes one deep. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Aggie! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Baylor. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So here comes the Auburn offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Back to throw, it's Knight. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it from the gun. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Grabs it in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Looking to throw, it's Reed. The sure hands, it's Morrow. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something.
There he goes! Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I like it, threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking downfield on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise, and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, this defense was ready for go Bucks against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Got it in the middle. It's Turner. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Under fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Henderson. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking to throw again. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
On the snap, it's Henderson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Makes the catch. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Reed. He's looking deep. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On the direct snap, it's Henderson. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Henderson. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
First down for the offense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Working that wide receiver screen. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? Here comes the field goal unit. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Baylor. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. Makes the grab. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
It's complete to the right.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. That's caught. It's Morrow. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna look downfield again. Finds the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
3rd down, money down. Go to the guy you know you can trust. It doesn't have to be a long gainer, but work those guys over the middle of the field. Nice job, nice chemistry between the tight end and quarterback.
He'll pull it down and run. Got room at the 35. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Here's a heat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. To the air, it's Reed. Throws toward the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You've got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
And he makes the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Auburn.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Steps away to find some room. Makes the catch. It's Henderson. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game. Let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Auburn trying to work this clock down. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up for the completion.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And after missing that field goal, this is still a one-possession game, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Here's a throw downfield